All right, good day, good evening, good morning to all of you. This is going to be week 28 of my portfolio review. I'm going to review some of the things that I've done this past week, some of the things I haven't done, I guess. So this is not financial advice. This is just me covering my portfolio, what I've done, and the trials and tribulations and the turbulence that I see throughout my portfolio. Alrighty, so let's get to week 28. First thing we're going to do, we're going to talk about our money quote, our financial quote. Secondly, will we hit our crypto.com website. Third, we will hit our Excel spreadsheet. Fourth, we will review our Robinhood portfolio. We will review the positions that we got paid out in dividends this past week, and we won't bother with the rest because I haven't added any to my positions. And third, we will visit Bad Financial Decision website that she created called YieldMax. And we will hit snowballanalysis.com, review the analysis of my portfolio, and we will hit Q&A, and that will be it. All right, so let's get to it. All right, so our financial quote is coming. Let's see here. Not where I want it. Here it is. All right. Financial quote. Here we go. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. She who understands it earns it. She who doesn't pays it. All right. So I have a perfect example of that when you'll see the interest that I have accrued on my Excel spreadsheet. You will understand she who doesn't pays it. I'm not saying I don't understand. I do understand it. I chose to go this route and chose to put myself in that predicament because I wanted to. I understood the consequences. All right. So next, let's hit our crypto.com website right here. All right. We can see Bitcoin right now is at over 84. Ethereum is at over 1900. Let's review our position here. All right, let's see here. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, so currently right now in Bitcoin, I am up $2,700 in unrealized profit. Ethereum, I am up $77 in unrealized profit. I don't have any XRP. I do have some Doge, but it's not in this. It's in my Robinhood account. Shiba Inu, I am up $421. Pepe, I am up $658. I don't have any official Trump. I'm just keeping an eye on it, see how it moves. Kronos, I am up over $1,400 in unrealized profit. Of course, you can see I'm total profit and loss. I'm down $4,600. All right. Let's see. That's gonna be it, I think. I don't think I got anything else. Crow with knife. Here we go. Crow with knife. I'm down over $400. Let's see here. I got some of this, but I don't think it's in my other wallet. So let's not show anything there. The next one would actually be this. All right, so we're down $185. All right, so that is our crypto.com website. All right, let's go to our Robinhood. Currently in Robinhood right now, we are up 72 cents, $1.42. Excuse me. For the day, we're down over $74. For the week, we are down over $5,700. This past week, you can see this is Monday. I believe it's Monday. Let me pull up my calendar here so I can make sure I got these dates correctly. Yes, Monday was the 10th. So you can see here Monday when the market opened, we nosedived. I mean, we came down. We made some recovery the 11th, did good. The 12th was doing good, made a little dip, came down, recovered. And then came the 13th. The 13th, we nosedive. You see here, we kept right here. And then on the 14th, we actually made a recovery. So that's how the market went last week. You can see over the past month, it's just gone down, 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 down. Last 3 months, you can see it just gone down, 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 down. See, I'm almost down $40,000. Did I say year to date? Did we get year to date? I don't know if I did. I didn't do month. I'm sorry. I'm down over $24,000 for the month. For the 3 months, past 3 months, I'm down 34,000. Year to date, I am down almost 18,000 for this year. So 2.5 months. That's where we're staying right now. We're down over 17,000. For the past year, we're actually up over $4,700 for the past year. And all time, we are down over $2,500. Look at our margin. You can see here total margin 56,000. Margin used 41,517. So that's come down. We have some dividends being reinvested. Our buffer is at 9.58% for over $3,600. All right. All right. So now let's hit the positions that I got paid dividend out this week. All right. So we got paid dividends out in Misty. You can see Misty right now closed last Friday at $20.90. We have a market value of just over almost $21,000. We're down $4,800. Average cost is $25.72. 1,000 shares. All right. Our dividend. We had 1,000 shares. We got paid $1.38 for $1,377.50. Coney is not in this list, but I'm just going to review because it's one of my big positions. So Coney is down to $814. We have a market value of just over $42,000. We're currently down $29,323.69 for almost 41%. Our average cost is $13.78. If we had some buying power, I definitely would have been adding, bringing down this average cost, perhaps getting it under or right at $10. All right. All right. Our next dividend payout was SMCY last week. Market closed at it closed at $24.95. Our market value is over $3,700. We're down $137. Excuse me, over $3,700. That's where we're at. We're down $137 for 150 shares. Average cost is $25.87. So it's almost right there with it. All right. So our dividend payout, 150 shares at $197. We got $296.13. All right. Next we got Ulti. Ulti is currently closed last Friday at $651. We have a market value over $2,600. We're down over $1,000. Our average cost is $912 compared to $651. Have 400 shares. So Ulti, for those that don't know, Ulti has become a weekly ETF. It's just something they did here recently. All right, so 400 shares at 10 cents yield me $41. And so she has become a weekly pan ETF. And I believe that was the first we get paid out. So we'll see what we get this coming week. Our other dividend payout was AIYY. It closed at $4.90. Market values just over, $63.70. We're down over $88 and our average cost is $11.68 compared to $4.90. 13 shares. All right, so 13 shares at 32 cents. We got $4.19. Next, dividend payout is a weekly ETF, YieldMax. Closed Friday at $13.98. I say closed Friday, but the overnight is changing these, so I am probably misleading when I say the market closed at that price. But I'm gonna say that's currently where it's at, $13.98. $6.99 is the market value. We're down over, excuse me, down over $80 for 50 shares with an average of 15.59. All right, let's see what we got paid out. So at 50 shares at 10 cents, yield us $5.01. All right, Roundhill week. I believe this is a weekly ETF for Roundhill. It currently shows us at 4104. We have over $2,000 invested. Over $2,000 in the market value. We're currently down $273. All right, you can see my average cost is $46.47 versus their $41. We have just shortly over 50 shares because this is one of the positions that I got reinvested set. So this is gonna, when the market opens Monday, probably about an hour after the market, it's gonna reinvest at 1632. Yep. So the 1632 is what we got paid out, and here on this one is showing what it's gonna reinvest at. All right. All right. Our last one we had was Roundhill XPay. XPay 51.98, market value 5.19. We're down over $41. You can see our average price is 56.14, and for 10 shares. All right, our dividend payout. That paid out on Thursday, the 13th. We had 10 shares at 95 cents, so that's $9.53. All right. All right, so next let's hit our Excel spreadsheet so we can actually see our financials. All right, so previously for the month of March, I believe we had for the month of March around $3,700 paid out, being that we got paid this past week with SMCY, OT, AIYY, YieldMax, and Misty and YBTC. That added to that 37, maybe 72, and put us at $5,112.45 for the month of March. And for the month of March, let's see, it is currently going into the third week. So we have this week, our primary, let's see here. If we're looking at yield, let's see here. If we're looking at YieldMax website, this is going to be group A that get paid out this week. So you can see all these are listed in group A. So I have Tesla and I have YBit. I don't have any of those, but I do have Tesla, YBit, and the weekly ETFs. I have YieldMax and OT. And of course, with Roundhill, I have YBTC. And I think that's it. So I will be getting paid out this week because I'm going to get paid every week with YieldMax and OT. I'm glad at OT for my margin's sake that I'll be getting paid a little something to chip away at that margin weekly. And YieldMax, if I can hold on to these, hopefully this coming week won't be a rough week. And excuse me. So yeah. So as you can see, my active income for month of March so far is 1921. And my passive income is 5112.45, and our total active and passive combined income is $30,593.62. Some of these have been reduced, making my monthly payments. Here's the interest that I've accrued for 2.5 months. So that is a high amount. That's almost paying the yeah, yeah. So that's something. All right. So my margin. All right. So my Robinhood goes still at $10. My Robinhood interest for the past 3 months, including this month, is now at $675.25. And that's based on this amount here. It was as high as 53,000. We got it down to 58. We brought it down to 52. Then we brought it back up to 53. And now we got it back down here at 41,000. All right. And our 401k loans come down a tad bit to 24,362. And you can see currently for the month, for total debt that we owe stands at $248,749.67. You can see for the month of March, we're down a little bit here, and we will make some more payments for the month is out. So we'll see if we can get this down to maybe 46. Who knows? Which is going to be pretty good. That means we'll be down almost about $12,000 paid towards debt. All right, so for the Robinhood, we have not made any more deposits for the month of March, and we have not made any withdrawals. Well, this is since February. So for the month of March here, we haven't made any deposits or withdrawals. So we stand here. Hopefully, this week is not as bad. Hopefully if nothing, we trade sideways, and maybe we do some recouping. It'd be nice. Give me some breathing room for this margin, because I don't want to have to deposit any money, because right now things are tight. All right. So let's move right along. So we're done with that. We did our Excel sheet. We did our Robinhood portfolio. So let's go to our, all right. So YieldMax. This website is created by the YouTuber Bad Financial Decisions, Miss Amy. She has a lot of useful information. I like listening to her when I have an opportunity to. She's very diligent. She's a hard worker, and I do not understand why she do not have more views. She should have way more views with the type of content that she's delivering. So y'all check out her channel, support her. All right, so this is the website that she created called YieldMax. She says enter an initial investment amount to see what the latest distribution would have been from your favorite high income ETF. Click on the details to manually change the price and distribution amount. Privacy disclaimer, please do not sue me. If you find this tool useful, please consider donating to support YieldMax's maintenance and ongoing development. I made 2 contributions to her coffee. All right, so she's made some upgrades, and I just saw that when I pull up the website. Um, this is the initial investment. So if you invested $500 into OT, this is what you could expect weekly. That payout what you would be expecting monthly, and that what you would be expecting annually based on $500 invested, the last stock price being at $6.40, and paying out 10.25 in dividends. All right. So if you had 30,000 to invest, this is what you would be looking at with Ulti. 400, it would average out to be about $480 weekly, which is the $2,082.03 monthly. Divided by 4 will give you the 480. And this will be your annual amount. And once again, 30,000 invested, you can change, you know what I'm saying? Add, You can change the stock prices and the dividend amount and play around with these figures. All right. All right. She's got some advanced features here. Of course, you can come over here, select like a single stock, right? If you want to do funds of funds, you got this. If you want to do the inverse, if you want to click on some of the hedge funds like JP Morgan, there you go to JPQ, JPI. You got your YieldMax symbols exclusively YieldMax, and you got your round hill. Shows you what you would invest. Now let's do this. I'm gonna put, where's it at? YieldMax. All right, so advanced. She's got it here. If I understand this correctly, this is still the same, I think, if you invest the 30. But now you can come here and do this. This is desired distribution. This saying I want $1,000 payout. And if I understand it correctly, this is what you would need to invest in order to get $1,000 paid out. All right. So let's just take this right here. So if you wanted $1,000 distribution, and I'm assuming this is going to be monthly. What it says, these are weekly ETFs, right? But if you want a monthly, let's do it right here. Crush Tesla. So if you invested, what's that? Oh, so if you wanted $1,000, it will require you investing $17,165 in the crush to get that. 20,000 to get 1,000. That's sort of how I get, if you understand what I'm saying. So if you came down here and you wanted $1,000 a month in SMCY, you would need to invest this amount based on this stock price and this dividend amount. Hoping I'm not confusing, making this clear. If you want $1,000 distribution in Misty, you would need to invest $14,540.83 based on the last stock price and the dividend amount, which was last week. So be like, man, you know what? Okay, I want at least, say you wanted at least 5,000 a month, right? You say, you know what? I want 5,000. Would it let you do anything else? Yeah, you can even put that. Look there. All right. All right. Boom. Say you wanted this amount right here per month. So in order to get that, you will need to invest $312,197.62 into Ulti to get $5,000 a month, if I understand that correctly. Because I don't think that's $5,000 a week. All right. So coming down here, if you wanted $5,000 a month in Platy, you need to invest over 58,000. Babo, 58,000. Murney, 78,000. Morrow, 82,000. I like this. I like what she did here. So Coney, if I wanted $5,000 a month based on the previous, I will need to invest $84,906 in the Coney. And I think I have about maybe 72,000. All right. All right. So moving right along. Thank you, Amy. Appreciate it. And she's got some here if you want to do um, additional shares, number of shares, and then she's got um, $10.25 in distribution if you had 100 shares. Oh, you know what? This is similar to what I do on my PowerPoint. Let's see here. Because I generally show you all if you have 100 shares based on um, based on this amount times the number of shares, what you would expect to get paid out. So let's see here, 100 shares, number of shares, right? 10 $10.25 in distribution. If you had 100 shares, you would need $640 to get that. I saw her. I think she's probably better. I guess that's what she's doing here. I think. I'm not sure, but I think that's it. All right, moving right along. Um, the High Yields website. So someone in the comments in the Q&A asked, "Hey, how do you get the distribution amount from YieldMax, Roundhill, Curve, and all that? How do you get how do you get that alerted amount?" So what you do is like let's see here. You come here, you go contact us, you put in a name, your email address. Basically, they need this email address. I haven't got anything from Curve, but I have gotten for Roundhill. So with Roundhill, let's see here. See right here. Sign up to receive funds, launch, and notification. So if you put in the email address here with a name, and then the day they make their distribution that morning, you will get an email letting you know what those amounts are. Same thing for uh, um, um, YieldMax. YieldMax generally mails out there when you sign up. I think, let's see, you contact here, put in your email address, and then you will get notified of when the ETFs drop that morning. They generally drop Wednesday morning, and if they're running on time, they drop at what is it, 5:55 5:55 Central, and 4:55 Eastern. So you just go to the websites. Here's one here. Boom. You put your email address, and you will get that from RegShare. Let you know what the distribution amount, so that you don't have to come here to the website every day and to all these different ones and trying to. You can just get that email to your email account. All right. Next we got snowball analysis. All right. Snowball analysis. All right. So far we've gotten, it's showing that we've gotten paid $5,100. They're estimating that we're going to get paid 55,000. No. Why are you trying to speak it into existence, bro? All right, so here is showing that we're going to get paid, estimated to get paid 55,2407 for the month of March. So far we've gotten paid 51 according to Snowball analysis, but y'all saw that I have more in there in my spreadsheet, excuse me. So declared, and then they have an estimated for Tesla and Ulti that I'm going to get paid for the remainder of March, $402, if I got that correct. All right, and then for the month of April, we're going to get paid almost 17,000 based on these figures. You can see right here, this is what we've gotten paid so far in January, 5,600. This is what we got paid so far in February, 73, and so far in March we're at 51. And you can do this, see a dividend growth, 2024, and this is where we at 2025. Next, all right, let's see here. So this is Coney. That's what I was telling you. I got about 71,000 invested. Current value is at 42,000. Total dividends we received so far for Coney is $26,857.37. Our account is down $29,172. We had some profit of $430, and so right now our total profit is a negative $23.10. So what that means is this is what we've gotten paid, but this is where our account is down. So when you subtract this from that, leaves right here. So we're underwater by $2,300. All right, for Misty, we went from having, I think, maybe 19,000 invested here recently, and we bought 300 shares. So now we're up to 25,000, over 25,000 invested. Current value is at 20,860. We have received 13,666 $13,666.04. Our account is down 4,700. We've had profit where we sold some Misty at a few times this year for $2,300 in profit. So right now we're actually up in Misty $11,254.39 in total profit. All right. So when you subtract the 47 from the 13, that leaves 11. So we are above water in Misty. Same thing with Tesla. Same thing with SMCY. We're down in Ulti. We're up at YBIT. We're down in AIYY. We are up in YieldMax. We're up in AMDY. We're down in YBTC. We're down in XPay. And we're down in AMCY, which is no surprise. I don't think we're down 4,900. I don't think we got that much invested in AMCY. But anyway, all right. So total dividends we received so far since we've been investing in YieldMax, Roundhill. I think those are the only ones, right? All right, $45,615.99. Our appreciation for our accounts is down $38,239. Profit and loss is at $3,400, and we are just above water at $3,936.37 in our account. So we're just a little bit above break even. All right. So according to our portfolio value, the S&P 500, S&P 500 is ahead of my portfolio by 14,000. NASDAQ 100 is ahead of my portfolio by 12, and Russell 2000 is also 12. You can see this line right here lets you know how much I've got invested in the account. And as you come down further, the blue right there shows you my portfolio. This is the S&P 500. This is the NASDAQ in purple. This is the Russell. And like I said, this is what I got invested. So right now they're outperforming me. And here's the performance, portfolio performance year to date. You can see here how we were in January, and then boo. All right. All right. So next we got our Q&A. Let's hit our Q&A right quick. All right. So let's go here to our most recent long-term video. We got Abdul Muhammad 6819 says, thank you, love the video. Thank you. I like sharing my little information. All right. Underestimated portfolio. My brother said, thank you for this information, bro. I said, always welcome. All right. All right. See here. This is our last. This is week 20. That was this video right here that I'm looking at is week 27, which was last Sunday. All right. Nestor Font 9118. He said, rest in peace, brother. He's saying basically with the way things are happening in the market that and me being margin that I am doomed. I said, no, not yet. It's blood in the streets. Stop. Then we got this individual said, great documentary, buddy. Thanks a ton. Ganked Town says, watch Misty payout be like $1. And I said, yes, blood in these streets. So Misty ended up paying out $1.37 or $1.38. I think I was hoping for maybe 150. But I'm glad it wasn't $1. So that beat expectations. Jeffrey said, what website is that for the stocks ETF payout? The link, please. And I supplied it right here, yieldmite.com. I believe that's the one he's talking about by Bad Financial Decision. All right. Check out our shorts. Let's see here. All right. Horse reaction says GDXY slept on. And I went to the website to see what it was, and I took this, put it in an Excel spreadsheet. I didn't realize they had been paying out this long, but they're averaging 54 cents a month, if I'm not mistaken. 54 cents a month, yes. Um, Coney, the weakest link. Coney is definitely hurting me right now. Time may prove a return on the dividend. Hope so. I got a ton. And I asked him just how much does he have? Does he have more than me? And if he got more than me and bought it at a higher price than I did, then yes, he's down a ton. But I appreciate you sharing your information. I appreciate you all commenting. Gary said this is a bad roller coaster ride. This is a bad dream, but the prices have fallen. I guess it's I guess it's smart say keep buying at least in my mind anyway. And I said I'm truly invested in it for the long haul. I love getting that cash money no matter how small. I didn't have to clock in to get it, meaning I didn't have to go to work to get the payout, no matter how small. And I get what he's saying. And yes, if I had dry powder, buying power, wasn't so tied up in margin, I would be buying these dips. That's just me. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I would be getting these at huge discounts. So when it does make a mark, recover, man, my average cost is going to be so low, and I can probably shave some, rip some profit off as the article ETF says. All right, Shotgun Smurf says such a roller coaster right now. It's crazy. Yes. The one said, hope it stays up, brother. Yep. These may be some older comments. All right. Yep. All right. Now let's go to our post and we'll be done. All right. Mike says all dividend need to pay like this, laughing out loud. And I let him know that Platy, SMCY are probably paying better than Misty right now, but all of them have risk. Move cautiously. So just move cautiously. Feel good to get paid? Man, yes, indeed, every single time. Especially when it's weekly. If you're able to build positions up and get it paid weekly, oh my goodness, it's good to get paid. Storm Room said he said, bro, what's your strategy? I just joined the Misty ship and want to lock in profit. Do you just let it ride and compound, or and I said currently using all my dividends to pay down my margin. If you happen to be listening, um, I would be reinvesting in compounding, but I because I borrowed too much margin, I'm letting all of it go back towards the margin to get this margin balance um, down, so I can have a little bit more flexibility, and so that I can get my margin down to zero, take these dividends, and start paying down other debt outside my brokerage account. He said, I see. What do you think about buying Misty a day before dividend payout and then after dividend payout? Sell, lock in profit, then wait next month and do the same thing? All right, so I replied, I actually have thought about that for real. I would actually do that to build up my Misty position very fast. Buying it the day before, I would already know what I'm getting paid on Friday based on the number of shares announced on Wednesday, really based on the distribution announced on Wednesday, actually. So I would buy that amount on Thursday. So, for instance, if I knew Misty was paying out $1.37 like it did, right? And I got paid around $13.77. Well, I would go ahead on Thursday and buy $1,377 worth, right? Because I know I'm going to get that exact same amount paid. But I will actually buy a little bit less because with Misty, the margin, with buying it on margin. Now, if you just had a cash count, yes. If you're buying it on margin, and it's at 60%, then I will have to I wouldn't be able to use the whole 13. I have to buy maybe 1,000 or a little bit less. And then I said because the price should be announced. What did I say? So I would buy that amount on Thursday because the price should be the announced amount, giving me the chance to get Misty at a lower price on Thursday, which is when they take the distribution amount from the share price, then taking the dividend payout, buying more on Monday. That's only because Robinhood doesn't pay until Friday evening to add more. And I said the only reason I'm not able to do that right now is one, because of the margin balance I need to pay off, the market condition with the tariffs is adding back to the margin balance. It's causing a little hectic. I said I meant to say if this was a cash account only, I would be loading up and doing more like you mentioned. Can I change this right here? Yeah, I can edit. If this was only a cash account, just in case somebody reads this later on, they'll know what I'm talking about. All right. Let's see here. This individual said, "Do you get an email?" So that's what I was explaining earlier. Go to these websites like here's a Defiance. Put your name here, boom, 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 and you will get those emails on Wednesday morning. But round here with XPay, it may be Tuesday morning. But yeah, go sign up and get that. Ulti is weekly now. Yes, sir, indeed. I don't know if it's going to be a positive thing or negative. Um, Maurice Patterson says thanks. I said you're welcome. I see here. I think that's it. I think this was older than 7 days. Yeah, good guy there. Underestimated portfolio. All right, so that concludes our week 28 portfolio review. Hopefully this week will at least trade sideways, but we do hope they would go up, give us a little time to catch our breath, because I'm sure that Washington is going to make some more announcements, which are going to affect the market greatly. They said, who knows, a recession could be on the horizon. Plus, with all the changes going on, it may be some turbulence. All right. So I'm out. You all have a good one. May God keep you and bless you, and keep all the ones that were affected in the storms in the south and the northeast. I believe some in Mississippi, Alabama, maybe Georgia. Keep all those people who were affected by the tornado that faced devastation, who are not able to sit in the comfort of their home as we are listening to these YouTube channels that got other higher priority concerns right now, and that's getting shelter, trying to retrieve some of their memorabilia or their family heirlooms, um, and trying to find a place to live and rebuild. So y'all keep all those people in your prayers, and keep our thoughts with them, and keep the bereaved family in your thoughts. I believe I heard there was maybe 31 people that lost their lives due to these tornadoes and devastation that came about. So let's all be thankful for being alive, and keep those ones that are in bereavement in your prayers and in your thoughts. And may God bless you and keep you all.